meditations and mindfulness kind of practices, obviously, well-being and skills like resilience, self-awareness are a big part of the new curriculum. And I think it's something that AI can help us out with, and it can kind of create personalized, guess, let's say, meditations or thought experiments that might benefit the children. Maybe if you want to focus on something like growth mindset, or like I have done here on resilience. So let's look at this. I prompted ChatGPT again, ChatGPT 4.0. You have all these options. I typically use 4.0. I think it's like it says there, great for most questions. This may have, the naming convention may have changed by the time you are engaging with the course. So just bear that in mind, because they did say they want to fix the naming because it's all a bit all over the place. But anyway, so I said develop a 5 minute meditation that works on building resilience for students age 11 and 12. Is there a way for you to read it out? Yes. So it comes out with this. For some reason, it's spell my name Owen, but anyway, so it comes out with this meditation here, which is good. I've gone through it myself. Thought it was pretty decent. And there's an option here for it to read it out. So for some reason, it doesn't seem to. You might be. Yeah, I don't think it's working for you guys. But basically, if you click on this, I guess the volume button at the end of a prompt, the AI will be able to read it out for you. And like, it's not absolutely perfect, but for whatever reason, if you didn't want to read it out yourself, it does a pretty good job. Like, it's not bang on perfect, but it does a pretty good job. So like, it came out with this 5 minute meditation. Again, if you don't like it, specify what you would prefer in it, and it's, obviously have a conversation with it in a sense, and try and find something that you're happy with. I was reasonably happy with this one. So if you decide that you are, great. And if you want to read it out, I was kind of haggling with it here, going, okay, just a script and nothing else in the next prompt. So to give it an example, and it still didn't get it right because it was reading out this part. Sure, here's just the script, and then it would go into this. So finally, I think on the third time lucky, it got to this point. So begin by getting comfy in your seat, and you can go through it. And yeah, instead of, I don't mean to be criticizing any or whatsoever any of the companies that have those specific programs that you have to pay money for, but I think stuff like this is pretty, easy, cheap, or free, essentially, way to have personalized meditations for your needs. Like, and you could say for like senior infants, I taught them last year, create a meditation based on the imagery of spring for senior infants, and ask them to visualize the following within the meditation. And, it will come out with something pretty decent as well. So, yeah, you guys can play around with it, see what you can think. Again, it mightn't be for everyone, but it's an idea that a way, I think, of introducing well-being techniques into the classroom as well. And just one thing extra, what was I going into? Yeah. Also, you could probably, you can ask it to write stories about a character who shows resilience, or for, for senior infants, first class, an example of how a 7-year-old showed a growth mindset when they struggled with maths or whatever. There's so many ways to kind of include well-being in it. I already have limited amount of ideas. I'm sure as a collective, you guys will find amazing array of ideas that could be used to incorporate well-being into your classroom. Look, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some use out of this. I'll get a slán go fóill.